Every year, books are banned somewhere in the world. Sometimes it's because they challenge authority, sometimes it's because they talk about things people are afraid of, and sometimes it's simply because they tell the truth. This week is Banned Books Week, and I want to talk about something that might sound dramatic, but it isn't. Reading as resistance. So what does reading as resistance mean? Reading as resistance means choosing to engage with stories and ideas that others have tried to silence. When a book is banned, it's not just about keeping it off the shelf. It's about controlling who gets to think, feel, and question. So when you pick up a banned book, you're not just reading, you're pushing back. You're saying, I have a right to understand the world for myself. So why are books banned in the first place? Really, it's for a lot of reasons, and they often reveal what a society is the most afraid of. For example, books that talk about race, gender, or sexuality are frequently targeted. And not because they're dangerous, but because they challenge a version of reality that feels safe to the people in power. Here are a few examples that really show what's at stake. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This book follows a Black teenager who witnesses the police shooting of her friend. It's been banned for promoting an anti-police message and for profanity. But really? It's about racial injustice, grief, and finding your voice. Things that should be talked about, not erased. Another one is Genderqueer by Maya Kobe. This is one of the most banned books in the US in recent years. It's a memoir about identity and coming to terms with being non-binary. It's often banned for sexual content, but those scenes are part of an honest story about self-discovery, the kind of representation that many young readers never see. Another is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. This is Morrison's first novel, and it was published in 1970, and it tells the story of a young Black girl who believes she's ugly because she doesn't have blue eyes. It's banned for graphic content and themes of sexual abuse. But what's often ignored is that it's a critique of racism and beauty standards. 1984 by George Orwell is a classic example. It's been banned in different countries for opposite reasons, for being anti-government and elsewhere for being pro-communist. Which, doesn't that kind of prove Orwell's point? That censorship and control of information are universal tools of oppression? Another example is a graphic novel called Mouse by Art Spiegelman. This is about the Holocaust, and it's told through the perspective of mice and cats. It's been banned for nudity and language. But it's literally a historical work teaching about genocide, the kind of story that humanity needs to remember, especially right now. So what does censorship actually do? Censorship doesn't protect anyone. It just makes people less equipped to understand the world they live in. When we ban books that talk about racism, we don't end racism. We just make it harder to recognize. When we ban books about identity, we don't protect kids. We just make them feel invisible. So, reading is action. Reading banned books isn't just a quiet act of rebellion. It's a form of connection. Every time someone opens a banned book, they're keeping that story alive. They're proving that stories are stronger than censorship. So during Banned Books Week, pick one up. Talk about it. Share it. Because the moment we stop reading the stories they want us to forget is the moment they win. Read freely, think freely, resist.